Hello and welcome back. In today's video, we are going to discuss an important topic of IELTS. That is the techniques for paraphrasing in IELTS writing. Paraphrasing is like the secret weapon of IELTS writing. It's not just about rewording sentences, it's about demonstrating your language skills, your ability to adapt, and ultimately your chances of scoring higher in the exam. So without wasting time, let's start with paraphrasing techniques for IELTS writing. The technique number 1, that is the synonym substitution. Our first technique involves the skillful use of synonyms to rephrase sentences while preserving the original meaning. Alright, let's begin with an example of recent IELTS essay question. Nowadays, most countries can improve the standard of living through economic development, but some social values are lost as a result. This is a latest IELTS exam question. Let's apply the first technique. We identified some word like a first word, that is the nowadays. We can replace nowadays with in the contemporary era. This change maintains the original idea while using different words. Most countries, to the majority of nations, it also conveys the same idea but with different synonym. Can improve, to have the capacity to enhance. Standard of living to quality of life. We can say quality of life, it is a synonym that fits well. Some social values are lost. We can also change this word to at the expense of certain societal values. This maintains the idea while using different phrasing. And there you have it. By applying synonyms, we have successfully paraphrased our original sentence. Let me read it for you. In the contemporary era, the majority of nations have the capacity to enhance their quality of life via economic progress, although at the expense of certain societal values. So this is the paraphrased sentence by using the technique 1. Let's take another example. This is also an IELTS essay question. Friendships that take place online are not as meaningful as those where people meet each other face to face. So let's try it by applying all the synonyms. So this question is all about the significance of online friendship compared to face-to-face friendship. Now let's see how we can use paraphrasing to tackle it. We can change the word friendship that take place online to online friendship, not as meaningful as, less significant that. So by applying synonyms, we have successfully paraphrased our original IELTS essay question. The paraphrased sentence is, online friendships are deemed less significant than those formed through in-person interactions. Next is the technique 2, that is word form change, means from nouns to verbs and vice versa. The second technique revolves around changing word forms such as converting nouns into verbs or vice versa without altering the core passage. Let's take an example. Some feel that government should prioritize healthcare instead of other important areas. By applying this technique, we can change some feel into certain individuals agree. We change the verb feel to argue to express the same idea using different word form. Feel is a verb, while argue is also another verb that conveys a stronger expression of opinion. Governments should prioritize healthcare is changed into government should give healthcare a higher priority. We altered the phrase to emphasize the act of giving priority. Prioritize is a verb and we transformed it into give a higher priority, which maintains the same idea while using different words and a noun phrase. Instead of other important areas, changed into rather than focusing extensively on other crucial sectors. We rephrase this part to convey the idea of choosing healthcare over other significant sectors. We substituted instead of with rather than, changed important, which is an adjective, to crucial, which is also an adjective, and replaced area with sectors. These both are nouns. Additionally, we converted important into extensively, which is an adverb, to provide more context and description. These changes effectively demonstrate how word form modifications can be applied to rephrase the original statement while preserving its core meaning. So the paraphrased statement is, certain individuals argue that government should give healthcare a higher priority rather than focusing extensively on other crucial sectors. Technique 3. Active to passive and vice versa. Our third technique focuses on manipulating sentence structure by switching between active voice and passive voice, all while conveying the same essential information. Let's understand it by taking example. Fossil fuels are the main source of energy around the world today. In some countries, the use of alternative sources of energy is replacing fossil fuels. In this sentence, we can change fossil fuels are the main source of energy into the primary source of energy worldwide today is derived from fossil fuel. The first sentence is in the simple present form, so when we apply the passive voice, we convert it into object plus is, am, are plus third form of verb plus by plus subject. So we start this sentence by the object of the sentence. So we transform this sentence from active voice means fossil fuels are to passive voice, the primary source of energy. The core idea of fossil fuel being the primary energy sources remains unchanged. In some countries, the use of alternative source of energy is replacing fossil fuels is changed into in certain nations, fossil fuels are being substituted by alternative energy sources. Here, the sentence is in the simple present. So when the sentence is in the simple present, we convert into passive form by applying object plus is, am, are plus being plus third form of verb. Means is replacing to active voice are being substituted, thus changing the sentence's structure. However, the essential information about the replacement of fossil fuels with alternative energy sources is retained. So the paraphrasing statement is, the primary sources of energy worldwide is derived from fossil fuels. In certain nations, fossil fuels are being substituted by alternative energy sources. This paraphrase sentence illustrates how manipulating sentence structure through active and passive voice can be used to rephrase the original statement while conveying the same core passage. Technique 4. Changing word order. With this technique, we will arrange those pieces to emphasize different aspects of your message while keeping the core meaning intact. Let's take the example. Many university students want to learn about different subjects in addition to their main subjects. Others feel it is more important to give all their time and attention to studying for their qualification. The original sentence, which is the last sentence of our original sentence, that is, the others feel it is more important to give all their time and attention to studying for their qualification. This sentence is about some university students who prioritize studying for their qualification. And the first sentence is, many university students want to learn about different subjects in addition to their main subject. This sentence introduces the idea that many university students are interested in studying additional subjects. Now, let's flip the order. Our paraphrased sentence, which the first sentence is, studying for their qualification is considered more important by some university student. In this sentence, we flip the order. Means in the paraphrase sentence, we make the first sentence, which is the last sentence of our original sentence. In the paraphrase sentence, we have taken the last sentence of the original text, which emphasized the importance of studying for qualifications to some students, and placed it at the beginning to make it the focal point. And our last sentence of the paraphrased sentence is, while many others want to learn about different subjects in addition to their main subjects. The original first sentence is now the last sentence in the paraphrased version. This introduced the contrasting group of university students who are interested in exploring different subjects. So by changing the order and making the last sentence the first, we have shifted the emphasis of the message. The paraphrase sentence now starts with the idea that some students prioritize studying for their qualification, which sets the tone for the subsequent contrast with students interested in diverse subjects. This change in word order creates a different perspective and emphasis while maintaining the core meaning of the original text. So it's all about today's video. Remember, by incorporating these strategies into your essay, you not only demonstrate your language skill but also enhance your chances of achieving that coveted band 7 or even higher. The key to success is practice. So keep honing your paraphrasing skills, and with dedication and perseverance, you will be well on your way to acing the IELTS writing section. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more valuable IELTS tips and techniques. Thanks for watching and best of luck with your IELTS journey.